Hello, Internet. Welcome back for session 3 of Tales of the Moonshine, in which
Moonshine!
let's move back to the correct map. Roll 20. That is definitely not full of spoilers.
Oh, you're starting on that map? That means it's going to be easy for me to watch.
Be honest, I'm not.
I lost all of that, Wex.
Oh, I said. I don't even remember now.
Yeah, whatever.
We're channeling nerd already.
Yep. No, you guys got, as I said last, I'm going to go double check our timeline for how much downtime we have, because I've been kind of tracking that. There we go. Yeah, so we've had some downtime. Most of you had time to train things. I believe Nerd trained games with all of the hours that he has.
You said really.
This is mostly like, what did you spend your downtime doing? And your answer was playing video games. But if you want to be doing something more productive, we could also choose that.
Maybe figuring out how all the games work.
Okay. I'm going to call that computer operation. Like, playing around with the systems, looking at the game, seeing if you can recreate them from, like, I'm building a chip. Oh, why is none of the data on it? That type of thing?
Yeah, it sounds correct.
If you want someone to help train you in that.
No, I'm just playing around with it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Literally my shtick.
No. Get out of here.
Get yoked.
Get yoded. Your older brother comes in and is like, hey, I have a degree in this. I could help you. And your 8-year-old brother responds, no, leave.
No.
I'm doing important things.
Yep. This is how it be. I also did not have... Affy, what would you have been doing during downtime besides, like, rebuilding your charm stash?
I was going to try to work on building that connection with the archaeology group.
Okay. Sounds good. There's a lot of, like, little emails and intros going back and forth.
Start building that relationship and getting information on them. Can assume eventually will be points on that.
Yep, I'm tracking how much time you spent. Like I said, right now, just simple emails and making nice.
Yep.
But
Kane was trying to talk to everybody on the ship and failed mostly.
Mm-hmm.
So Kane just did Kane things.
Well, you spent a fair bit of time on something.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, I rebuilt I reprogrammed those 2 bots that were shooting at us from last session, so we now have servers in the bar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have a wait staff now.
Yay.
Sweet.
Wait staff.
This saloon is popping off.
It really is. Like, honestly, after bringing in Jimmy Craw, you're getting a fair number of visits from the local sheriff's office.
Yay!
If one of you wants to make a job role for bartender on this planet, you totally can at this stage. I would allow a carousing role in its place also. But that is for next downtime.
Noted.
Because after several days of exploring the city, seeing the sights, staring at the bounty board and wondering, some of these are real high up there. Captain gets a message. It's from the sheriff's office. They say the sheriff would like to talk to you guys.
I'm gonna gather my posse and head on out.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Captain, what body should I possess when we are going to speak with the sheriff?
Something friendly?
Acknowledged. Kane will get into the chicken body.
I love that for him.
Mm-hmm. the most important body.
I'm gonna put the chicken body on my shoulder, like a Pokemon.
Yep.
This is how we're meeting the sheriff today.
Yeah, like you're gonna get to her office. She's looking at you. He's like, this is not the weirdest thing to ever walk into her office, but she does.
It really isn't. It really isn't.
She does blink at you once before just moving on from that. Captain West, good to see you. We've gotten some good information out of Jimmy.
Good to hear it.
As a favor to the group that came in, I was going to give you first pass at some of the new targets that our information has provided for this.
Well, thank you kindly.
Mm-hmm. Yep. She's going to slide over a tablet.
Is Jimmy so sad that his friends became dinner?
The sheriff is going to take a moment. No, he is not.
Oh, that's good. You should get over
Jimmy
personal
might not
problems.
be thinking that much at all anymore.
No, he is still thinking. Once we're through with him, you will probably see him around again. On that note, the tablet.
The tablet that I'm gonna look at instead of ruminating about what the fuck that sentence is.
So on the tablet, the main two that you have, and the bounties are filled in as obviously still being determined, are... one moment. Why are names terrible? Where is this name? Oh, there it is. So, first one is Adam Telly, who is listed as newly known about. From intelligence gathered, the one who is primarily handling the smuggling to Off-World on Ablorn's Hope. There's a little bit of information about last known whereabouts that is also still that shows him, actually being in this city, sighting in this city 2 weeks ago. And then a Rita Garnier, who seems to be some sort of technology specialist they have, who's keeping all of their ships up and running. Again, was a former mechanic working in the city for realsies, and then fell into a life of crime.
As one does.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the two new bounties?
These are the two new ones. Figuring out where Felicity's held up is going to be a matter of pulling strings until it all comes unravels. Unfortunately, it seems she didn't think very much of her nephew and kept him at arm's reach about important matters.
In family matters, you don't tend to tell the whole family all the details.
Mm-hmm. You'd think she'd allow him to visit, but no.
Mm. All right, Affy, Nerd, Kane, what are we feeling?
We should make more friends.
Captain.
Kane, can you repeat that, please?
whatever your preference is, Captain.
Okay, I thought you were saying something else there.
Well, that guy we brought in is lonely now, right? We should unite him with his family.
Neither of these two are his family. They are people working for his family.
One was the one that was doing the chips, and what was the other one again?
So
Smuggler.
one of them is the smuggler, like the person who's actually running their smuggling racket, and the other is their mechanic who's keeping their ships in actually working.
Oh, his friends then. We should get him hooked up with his friends again.
Yeah. Either of those seem like they'll do a good job of destabilizing their operations. Without ships, they can't really fly, and without smuggling, that's going to be causing their money to dry up real quick.
Yeah.
The smuggler probably might know a bit more about their operations than their mechanic. But
Yes, but the mechanic might have more information about what takes back in a more concrete way than the smuggler.
that's fair, but
No, I think Gaffy, your gut is right. If we take a mechanic, even a trusted mechanic, it might be the first move might just be to try and find a replacement. Someone in charge of smuggling, that's a lot of particular know-how. So I'm leaning towards Mr. Kelly, unless people have a different preference.
no, sounds good to me. And final call here to make, Calvin.
Right. Kane, nerd, you all right with that?
Nick, is there a research role or anything additional I can glean from, like, current affairs on either of these people?
So neither of them show up in current affairs, at least under those names.
Okay.
Research role will be afterwards to actually, find. You could tell the sheriff that you're going to take a bit to think about it.
I'll let the captain know that I can, pull up information on them when we return to the ship, but, tentatively take both and then send a message afterwards.
Yeah, that sounds wise, Kane.
Thank you, Captain.
We'll keep our eyes peeled for both of them, and if we come across any, you'll be the first to hear a holler.
Very well. Tell you this, we're still figuring out the other bounties, but for the good work you've done, let's say, regardless of what they have, we'll give you 25k if you can bring both in alive. The information's more important than stopping them.
I tip my hat.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna leave.
Yep.
I blurble out after her. Him. Sorry.
I will bacaw very loudly as you walk, and I will say, "Apologies, Captain. I am working out that bug."
Not a problem, Kane. Not a problem.
Recall.
I'll try to take some notes about how her workshop's set up, but yeah, I will just follow the rest out.
Mm-hmm. All right. So this is one where it is sort of a bit more favorable for investigation. For how do you guys want to approach things?
Right, we didn't really get information on where they are located, just that they would be an issue.
Yeah.
The big problem is they were actually last seen in the main city. That was about a week ago. But these two, of the two, the man whose description matches Adams. He was seen at the spaceport, just moving through. And Rita bought parts. Now, they're not listed as residents, or the sheriff would have already gone after them.
Yeah, like we could go to those locations and see if we can get anyone to tell us anything about them, but because even if they're not residents there, they'll have to have met people.
Yeah, can I do a research check or hack into like surveillance cameras in like the city proper and see if I can, locate them?
Hack into the database.
Yeah, give me a hacking followed by a research.
Okay. Hacking. I rolled a 7 on hacking, so that's a pass by 8.
Okay, you get in without any real issue.
Research is also against a 15. I rolled a 17.
Okay. Sag. So I think what we wind up getting is Kane a bit over enthusiastically tries following around people with the cameras that turn out to not be your marks. So like you don't get any real useful information out of it right now, but you have that back door. While Kane is spending a few hours doing this, what is the rest of the crew going to do? It's basically each of you gets a chance to do one thing to try and figure stuff out right now.
So we're looking for signs of these guys.
You're bounty hunters. Now you're at the hunting part.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yep.
Like, I can try. How far are we from where they
We're last seen?
Yeah.
And it doesn't take long to get there. You're about a week out, though.
Okay. Because if we were going to that location, could try to talk with people, basically convince some people to tell me things that they saw, just try and be friendly and gather information that way.
Sounds like a carousing role to me.
But if we're not going to that area, there's also the thing of like, if we're within 100 miles, which is not that far in setting, or actually I could try. I could, if we believe like we're close by to him, I could try figuring out a seeking spell to find him, but like definitely not when we're a week out from where he is. That would probably be, well, we think he's in the city or space station. Like, I'm not going to be capable of casting planet-wide divination spells.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, would mostly try to convince people to give me information, basically.
Sure. You guys do not have to stick together for this. I just want to make sure that's obvious.
Do I have an idea where, like, people would be that know about these people?
So, of the two of them, Adam's been seen at the spaceport. You're not really sure beyond that. There are a couple of stores Rita went to. to pick up parts.
Okay. I was hoping to just plant myself somewhere and try to listen and see if I can pick up any like discussion about these people. Maybe get a hint from someone saying something quietly when they don't think anyone can hear them.
Flex, just roll 3d6 for luck for me in that case.
Okay. I will be a box.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Like
remember, I can do things like parabolic hearing, so I can hear a lot.
Yes, this is much more like you have no way of knowing where or when to be, so this is does nerd get lucky?
5.
Holy shit,
Nice.
definitely gets lucky.
5.
All right, we're gonna go to you last because it'll be funniest then.
Yeah, nerd.
But yeah, for Affy, that sounds like a carousing check to me. Like going around, talking to people, trying to make friends.
Would it be possible to do fast talk instead of like, I guess I just missed my friend, you wouldn't have happened to have seen him?
Izzy, you're on our thing for work. Let me think. Yes, with a penalty. Let me think about the penalty to that. Because fast talk is much more about scamming people.
That's
Damn
fair.
people, Affy, do it.
Well, that's why I try to convince people that I am Adam's friend, clearly just missed him. He would be more upset if you didn't help me than if you did.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
Okay.
Those games filled up. Side note, those games filled up fast. Holy shit.
Oh, it's
Oh,
time.
damn.
Incredible.
Well, I'm
They're
gonna go see if
already-
I can.
They're already full.
Like all of them?
Yes.
All 3 are already completely. Well, nope. There's one that is not full. Wow. Wait a second. Did I click the right one?
I went here the moment 8 o'clock happened. I feel like I was a little lied to on the time.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Sorry
All right.
to disrupt things a little there, but
I would make sure to jump on waitlist.
I already did.
Yep. Okay, well, that might just be a lot of hanging out with people then.
I'm okay with
I
doing that.
managed to make it on to them.
Yep.
I got in one, and I'm number 1 on waitlist in the other.
Mm-hmm.
I truly don't know what I'm going to play, so this is helpful to me to just have options completely eliminated.
I'm mostly
This is not for Intercom, this is for something else.
Yep.
Oh,
like I'm not wrong. The signups were at 8, right?
You are
Yeah, I
correct.
think people probably just jumped very quickly.
Apparently.
Like, for Intercon, for most of these, I have the site up and am clicking the button at exactly 8.
I mean,
Already on the page.
Boogie is not filled.
Yep,
No, people were asked to wait for that one.
if they've played.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna play it if I've already played it.
Yep. But okay. So I was gonna say fast talk -2 for Affy.
Okay, time to probably fail this. Actually, that's a pass by 0.
Okay. All right. Pass
was
by
better than I was expecting.
0. So the thing that winds up happening for Affy is you get embroiled in a conversation with some people around the spaceport. Are like, oh shit, he's around. I got another shipment for him. And like someone's like, I was told I was next on the list. Like you found there's a fair number of just low-level workers at the spaceport who know this guy.
Okay.
Like, definitely known, like, mostly he's smuggling magic crystals off planet. But, when you smuggle things off planet, you also smuggle things on planet.
You have to go through ports and stuff like that.
Yep. And so, there's a large number of people who he gives kickbacks to a bunch of the workers so that they don't mention what he's bringing in or sending out. Someone went, wait, yeah, ship's not in the registry. Which is about the time when Affy probably realizes, oh shit, I should probably leave.
Yeah.
But, like, you figure out a good number of people who definitely know who he is. It's just, you are one man in a dock with a large number of workers around. All right, before we get to Nerd's almost crit success on luck, what's the captain doing?
Excellent question. Ash just trying to remember what her skills are. Yeah. Would trying to follow like I know they're smuggling and stuff, but like the correct thing to do if you're a crime family is to just report it as different things rather than completely leave it off the books.
Mm-hmm.
So is it at all reasonable to be like trying to find a money trail and like decode that?
So here would be my question. How do you get access to the books?
That's a great question.
That's very reasonable, but how do you get the books is the main question.
That's a good question. I was mostly thinking of this because they mentioned like knowing that Rita made a purchase for some stuff.
Oh, okay. So that one is more easy, is like shipping manifests are somewhat public record for ships coming in and out delivering parts.
Okay.
So like those books you can take a look at.
Okay. Is it likely that any of that will have information that hasn't been found, though?
That depends on your role.
Fair. What would you want me rolling for that?
Let me take a look at your skills. There are two obvious skills here that are both 13s that I'm jumping my cursor between.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I guess admin would make more sense if we have to call one of them.
Yeah, I think admin makes more sense.
Okay. That's not great.
Yep. So, you take a significant portion of the day and, like, you're looking through shipping manifests and then, talking to, like, you're the captain of a spaceship. You can go to a mechanic and ask, hey, do you have, like, this random part still in stock? Going back and forth like that. And one of the things that it takes a bit for you to realize is, yeah, a lot of parts are definitely going. And it's now the time when the captain's experience in some of his backstory, he was getting the Moonshine back up into order, comes and is like, from what the cameras saw, and from what was being reported, it might be they're trying to build, they might actually be trying to build a spaceship that is completely unregistered.
Oh.
Like, by buying the parts from lots of different stores with the justification of, like, go to one store and say, hey, I need new thrusters, can we pick these up? Go to another one and ask for, a new engine, and trying to be pretty subtle about it.
Mm-hmm. Is there something that I know that they haven't any part that they haven't got yet, or is that way too specific?
Too specific, but one thing you know is if they're doing this, one, the ship has to be somewhere, and two, they need an actual foundry for it. Like, and that's something that you can actually follow the trail on because there's not that many of those on this planet. Like, facilities that are actually capable of building an entire ship. So, you started finding a pretty good trail.
Yay.
And now we get to Nerd's incredible luck.
This feels par for the course.
It really does.
All right, Nerd, here's the question for you. Did you disguise yourself as a box near a parts shop or near the spaceport?
I feel like spaceport feels more. I'm more used to spaceports in general.
Okay. And eventually, where Nerd's incredible luck takes him is that he indeed does overhear a conversation about people talking about Boss Telly, who's real happy that that dumbass Jimmy finally got himself arrested.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Nope. Like, yeah. All right, well, Boss said we got to get all this stuff up and out. And here's the flip side of luck. They start loading a bunch of different crates and barrels onto not a spaceship, but like a small personal plane type thing that would still fly out of the spaceport. Like, this thing's not interplanetary worthy, but you can bring it outside of atmosphere to go around the planet. That type of craft.
I'm going deep undercover, guys.
Yep, because Nerd is one of those boxes.
Oh, baby boy.
I'm going deep undercover, guys. Rendezvous later.
I'm assuming we do have ways of radio communication because
Do we?
probably should.
I can literally grow my own means of radio communication.
Yep.
And we
Excellent.
have to, at the very least, have a receiver on the ship.
You have like radios in your cell phones. Rather,
Yeah, like we
Athy
have
and the
tech.
all of you who are not, unsettled have radios and cell phones as your default kit for your status.
Love that for us.
If you are at least status 0.
Yep, you have a cell phone that can receive transmissions from Nerd, as he says.
I mean, I am going to be like, okay, guys, I'm going deep undercover. Spy nerd activated.
What does partner? What does that even mean?
What's like on that one episode with Captain Blasteroid, where he has to pretend to be undercover. He ends up on the enemy ship, and he goes into space, and he has to go fight Space Lord.
Wait, are you on the ship they're trying to build?
Oh, they're trying to build a ship? Ooh, that sounds cool. Maybe I can help.
Nerd, what exactly are you doing in this moment?
Well, I'm currently being carried by a man. Oh, now he's put me down. Ooh, he put a heavy thing on top of me. That's kind of uncomfortable.
Do
Nerd,
you
where
know
are
the
you?
registration of that of where you are? Do you know the location of where you are?
Am I allowed to know this?
Well, you are currently at the spaceport. Yeah, you can form an eye briefly to say which ship you are being loaded onto.
Yeah, I'll tell them that.
So just to clarify, does Nerd know what ship he's being loaded onto?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Like I said, deep undercover.
Okay, be safe.
I will.
Okay.
I can always leave if I get bored. Can't be that far to get back.
Buddy, you're about a week out.
A week out was a matter of time from how long it had been since they were seen. I just realized that.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying the port was a week away.
Oh, no. You have a spaceship that can cross the solar system in a day.
Okay, I thought you were just being mean, okay?
No.
Hey. Radio at the first sign of trouble.
Okay, will do.
Mm-hmm.
I'll munch on parts of the ship while I wait.
Okay.
Do any of you want to plan things while Nerd is being transported, or shall we jump to Nerd gets into trouble?
I was going to inform the party about what I found and see if perhaps Kane wanted to use his superior tech skills.
Can I
to
Can I, by the way, do something a little unusual with my morph, Nick?
What do you want to do with it?
Can I become a homing beacon? So the party can find me?
That falls under radio. You can just keep transmitting unless you get jammed.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that then. For now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a box. As far as they know, I'm just a box.
Yep, you are a very shiny box.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. In fairness, this is literally the power I have that is the least suspicious.
Appreciate you.
I did spend a lot of points on morph.
Mm-hmm.
Pretending to be a box feels like it's in my wheelhouse.
Yes.
Fair.
Very much so. I suspect we might be missing Kane right now.
Yeah. And besides, even if I'm found out, I can literally just go anywhere in the ship and just become something else. Like, if I want to be, I'm kind of untrackable.
That one game where you hide as different inanimate objects as you move around.
I too like John Carpenter's The Thing.
I was thinking Metal Gear Solid.
I can be a cardboard box. I haven't played that video game yet.
Yep.
One day, nerd. One day.
The Mario Tanuki suit. Okay. So we're going to jump ahead a bit. They spend like an hour flying around. They're just transmitting the entire time, being like, I'm here now. I'm over here now.
I'm gonna, I'm also trying to listen in if they say anything like interesting.
Not really. Like, they're mostly just like guys doing a delivery. Like, they're like talking about their lives. They're wondering when the next big payday is gonna come around.
I'm making notes for later. I am a good spy.
They are really wondering where Felicity found Bartholomew. Like, so did she steal him from the zoo? Nah, man, he had to be like an escaped creature of some sort. No, that's like fake. I bet he's like a guardian of the planet that wants to take revenge against people messing with it. You say escaped science things are fake. Yeah, just like two pilots shooting the shit is what Nerd gets, and has extensive notes of weird conspiracy theories about their boss and the planet that all sound equally fake.
I believe every one of them.
Mm-hmm. This is accurate. But eventually they go, all right, time to go in. And everyone else just loses where Nerd currently is on your radio ping. And
don't like that.
That the radio station that he was listening to just cut out.
Okay. If we get close, I can create a tracking spell.
Came. Let's get her close then.
You guys just been sitting in the ship waiting for something to happen for an hour.
We were like following, but like at the so respectable nobody can see us distance of perhaps this. If you didn't have another means, you would have lost this guy ages ago.
Yeah.
Type speed.
Makes sense. Makes sense. And so the big thing that you eventually see from the ship is like, okay, so they definitely just like pulled into some random mountain. Shit.
They went into a random mountain.
Yeah, you're like, that's a cliff face. That's a cliff face. They probably went into like a cave on it, and we're not really sure which one.
Affy, your time to shine, my god.
Yeah, so I will start with trying a spell with a 100-mile radius for finding nerd.
Mm-hmm.
And if that doesn't work, I will try moving up in the range, and I will need to. I currently don't have the campaign book, so I don't know what the range table is, so I might need that to be handed to me. Yeah, I will start with the 100-mile radius. I will move to the further radiuses as needed.
100 miles is definitely enough. I'll tell you that much.
Yay.
All right, so you said you do not currently have the thaumatology book?
I have the thaumatology book, but the thaumatology book doesn't have what the range table is for if I need to increase that. That's supposed to look at basic set campaigns.
No. Oh, that, yes. Okay, yep.
But like the spell that I'm copying is 100 miles to start, so like if that's enough, then that's fine.
Yeah,
if I
that's
need to make a
fine.
modification for it to be larger than 100 miles, then I need to look at that. I guess I will roll for this using the quick and dirty rolls real quick. From on the ship. Good. That's good.
The quick and dirty rolls are for making charms.
Oh yeah, they are. Shoot. Then
so
I'm going to
these
be
would be your
spending
first
a while gathering the energy.
And by a while, you mean 5 seconds? For 3 seconds?
So 3 seconds.
That's a lot of time for a wizard.
And what's the total cost of this one?
Yeah, this one is like, what is the total cost?
The total cost is 8, so that would be getting me enough.
Your first one got it. You're casting from
what?
the ship, and you can tap the ship's reactor. The first one got it.
Oh, yeah, right. I can. Okay. Have it. I get the. I'm looking at the sick person. I'm rolling against matter instead of body because of the fact that this is nerd. But I have the direction and distance.
Yep, and so you can find where on the cliff face they're at. This is definitely a cave you cannot fit your ship into.
We're gonna land close in an area where we can kind of camouflage it a little then, I guess.
Sure. As just a question, are you going to climb up the cliff or go like rappel down the cliff?
Down sounds more fun.
Fair enough.
So I'm it feels more cinematic.
Yep. So like you can tell where Nerdy is. You're not exactly sure where entrances are outside of that cave entrance, but now you're like, all right, that's a hidden base they got right there.
So, Nick.
Yep.
Other spell I have
Uh-huh.
As we're examining the cliff face, I can cast the ritual for detect secret doors.
This isn't a secret door, it's which cave are they in. But
Okay, fair. Sorry.
But no, Sean wants to know if there are any secret doors.
okay, fair enough. I didn't realize detect secret doors ritual. This is some D&D nonsense.
That is some
Yep.
D&D nonsense.
But we can skip that if it's.
I mean, roll 20 is refreshing for me.
Same.
Did we lose roll 20?
We might have. Your connection to the server has been interrupted.
Let me try refreshing.
Status site for more info.
That is a bit unfortunate.
It's okay. We'll just be confused.
The status site seems to say that it's fine.
I'm still reloading it.
Oh no, wait, there's a couple of real-time sync charts that are down.
Yeah, I don't know which one we count as.
Development server, info site, marketplace, quantum roll,
Oh, a
real-time
bunch.
sync chart 0. But sync charts 1 through
The rest
50 seem to be down.
Love that.
Right. I'm slowly reloading now.
Same.
Yep. Same.
We love to see it.
Yep. I think we can blame Izzy for this one. He is the tech guy of your crew, after all.
God damn it, Izzy.
Izzy, how could you?
You broke it.
Abandoned us in our moment of need.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna make us
guys,
roll for
I
grappling?
think we're going to need to replace Kane with a different robot, clearly.
Cool. So I'm gonna make you make a roll, and mostly what it's gonna be is you're spending FP based off margin of failure because you're exhausting yourselves rappelling down.
Cool. I get to learn how things work.
Yep. If anyone crit fails, there might be like any problems, but crit fails are rare.
Very fair. What's the stat for going for grappling downwards?
I
want to know how
either
boned I am.
climbing or soldier. One of those two.
It's either what or soldier?
Like climbing or soldier.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Giving myself casting a spell to grant the ability to cling to surfaces is like 80 energy that is not getting cast.
I can just do that.
Yep.
You're not here. You're not going down. You're not trying to be cinematic right now.
True. I'm waiting.
I don't have climbing or soldier, so I think I might.
Me. Same. We're in this together, buddy, as the two flesh suits.
Yep.
Can I make the argument that I should be able to use cowboy because lasso? That's like the same thing as climbing.
I will let you use that to save Affy if
rope.
he falls.
I love it. So I just need to succeed.
So here's where one of the things that happens in GURPS is. You can choose to spend extra time making sure you're all right and like doing things safely. Every +1 you want to get on your roll makes it take twice as long to pull off. To a max of +5, and your roll is going to be Dex -3 for this normally.
Isn't climbing Dex -5?
It's not a full. So here's the thing: rolling at skill is pure adventurer nonsense. Like you're not doing that hard. Like rappel down the cliff face.
Okay.
So I was going to give you guys a +2 bonus for this one because it's not that hard. Weather is good.
Appreciate you.
Sight lines are good, so you just have Dex -3.
And how long would it take to get a +5 bonus?
2 to the 5th times as long.
How long is it by default?
32 times as long. So it's like you're probably going down in like 30 seconds normally.
Okay, so if we spend like 5-10 minutes prepping.
Yeah, if you spend 5-10 minutes prepping, you can get a +5.
Yeah, I think since don't know how to climb, unless the captain disagrees, going to spend time making sure equipment is secured and everything like that, plan out the route.
But it's grappling. We should be fine.
Okay, I'm gonna try clearing Roll20 cache, but Roll20 seems very down.
Yeah.
It's dead, Jim.
It might be
But
one
you
where,
need to.
depending on what happens, it might be a call it early when like things inevitably go bad and like we start next session in a shootout.
Yeah, fair.
Someone who's on the verge of sleep, that's not the worst idea.
Yep. Technology might be our bane tonight.
According to the status, it looks like more shards are up now, but they're definitely, but main site is down. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Again, super spy nerd, waiting for code word to activate.
So nerd, while the rest of your team is taking extra time to make sure they're super safe, is now getting unloaded.
You don't break the skies on mission, sir.
Right. So nerd's getting unloaded. They're like, all right, so got this. You know, they're like, one's voice call up. All right, did you guys pick everything up? I'm pretty sure I got all the packages. All right, let's do inventory.
Uh-oh.
And you hear crates starting to get things popped, and people calling out what's in the crate.
Okay, have they approached me yet?
You got a lucky roll. You're towards the back of the line, but you're clearly visible right now as they're like crowbarring crates open.
Okay, so they are watching and can see me?
They can definitely see you. They're not staring at you, but you're in line of sight. Does that make sense?
Any way I can just kind of melt away out of sight.
That'd be a stealth roll.
I can do that. If I had Roll20.
I mean, pull
I
up a
got
die
the
roller.
fucking physical dice, baby.
This is where I'd put my dice if I had one.
If I had one.
Or do a whatever, just Google search for a die roller.
I got some dice. Do I have dice right now? I don't know if I have dice.
And if you physically have dice in front of you, I'm okay with you rolling that. And like, I'll take notes because we're definitely going to want Roll20 for what happens next.
So, does the captain? Sorry, go.
I do think that's a success. Give me a minute.
Everything matters on margin here because it's an opposed check.
Okay, I got an 11. My normal is 12.
Okay.
So success by 1.
Is there any bonus based off shapeshifting?
Yeah, actually, I can probably get another bonus with that.
Not as many to visual stealth. Silent, yeah. Unless you're like creating a cloud of ink or something. That's the question mark is what would you use as a stealth bonus from shapeshifting when you cannot change yourself from silvery?
That is true. Again, I think I'm just trying to lower myself out of sight.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly.
Yeah.
Once I disappear from sight line, it's pretty easy to like blorp my way into a hiding spot.
Yep.
No one will ever notice.
No one will ever know.
I mean, is there like a drain nearby or anything?
Let me just think.
Because even if they notice something, as long as I disappear before they get there, that's kind of all that matters.
Yeah, there's a drain nearby.
Okay, I'm going into the drain in a minute then.
Okay. The answer I think is going to be is one of them definitely notices, well, like, where the hell did that shiny crate go?
Oh, actually, hold on. Oh, give me one
But-
sec. I think there is something I could have done for stealth. Just give me one sec. Because I don't know, I can't get that, but I can get smaller, can I?
Yeah, you can get a +1 for size, lowering your size mod.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out where that's on my sheet. Did we write that down?
You let me double check your sheet because that is not
Yes.
in roll
Yeah,
20.
yes, I do have that. So I will lose. Yeah, I'm shrinking.
Let me just see how many you have. Yeah, I think it would be half because the act of shrinking yourself is part of the stealth.
Okay.
So you get a +1 for that, so you're passed by 2.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think they notice that something is up at about the time you're at the drain and can just slurp yourself down the drain.
So they're like, the crate disappeared, but they don't know where it went. Is that kind of what happened?
Yeah, kind of. The crate disappeared. They don't know where it went. They go looking, and then you slide into the drain before they actually see you as like a mobile puddle of goo.
Which is good, because then they'll just think they're crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So I will mobile puddle of goo my way through the drainage system to a safer spot.
Mm-hmm.
Nerd is the best of us.
Hey, roll 20 came back up.
I built a shape-shifting character who's good at stealth.
Yep.
And machines.
All right, Kane, do you want context for what you're doing right now?
Yep. What am I doing right?
So the captain and Affy are rappelling down a cliff wall to a hidden smuggling cave that these guys have. Kane is inside of it. Or, sorry, Nerd is inside of it currently. Kane's determined what body he's in and how he's getting down there.
I think I'm going to go with the drone body then if they're rappelling down a cliff and just fly after them.
And roll 20's back down.
God damn it.
Yeah, I suspect we might call this early because you guys are going into the cave entrance. Guys are shouting, who is there? And there's probably going to be a shootout where horror movie monster Nerd comes back out of the drain at some point.
I can't wait. I mean,
that's a good thing to be ready for next session for.
Guys, I think some enemies showed up.
But
great job, Nerd.
Captain and Affy, can you give me that net Dex +3 roll using physical dice or a dice roll of your choice to see what happens on your way down?
Okay.
Oh, roll 20's back.
Oh, is it?
It's going up and down for me.
Well, that's also
Love
nice
that.
too, because it means that Ziggy can show up.
This is true.
Yep.
Were we waiting patiently or YOLOing it? Important question.
I was going for being patient. If the captain just decides we are YOLOing it instead, I will follow the captain's lead, but my plan was to be patient.
I mean, because the other thing I can do is play horror movie monster in the vents for a while.
Yeah, but like the last time we left Nerd alone, he almost he was in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I'm debating.
You say that, and yet.
Yep.
And
little baby boy is in danger.
Well, can we do
I'm literally the hardest crew member to kill.
Little baby boy is in danger.
Mm-hmm. The captain doesn't know that, Nerd.
I think I'm just gonna try and roll under an 8 because it's not. Yeah, let's fuck it, YOLO. Oh my god,
okay.
I got a 5.
So, because the captain declared YOLO, which means I assume we're not actually spending the extra time.
In all
Yep.
fairness, you can spend the extra time. You go, I'm going to spend extra time. And I go, yeah, I don't need it. And then I jump.
Yep.
Okay.
What you
If
do
the captain
afterwards
is
is up
fine
to
with me
you.
taking extra time, I pass by 3.
Okay.
I want
Captain is
I wanted to play horror movie monster. These guys aren't really combatants, right?
You'll see.
Well, I mean, like the guys transporting stuff.
Yeah, you'll see. The answer is they're
We'll
not.
see what happens.
They're not. Here's the big thing: they're not wearing armor because that would give away the gig.
Hmm.
Well, am I stronger than them then?
Oh,
The
absolutely.
questions we have to ask ourselves.
Because boy, would I like to Batman Arkham Asylum these guys.
I think we're gonna start next session with that because Roll20 is down again for me.
Yeah.
No.
All right, let us put a note because you both passed.
Roll20 had just come up for me.
Same.
Like I said, it's going up and down, and it sounds like we have
It's
people
very
who are.
fair to decide, hey, there's reasons for us to stop right now. Let's just stop.
Yeah. We have some people who are tired. We're down a player. Roll20 is down. I think we're going to call it slightly early. But we should put a note in. Where's our mechanics chat? Did I make a mechanics chat?
Not yet.
Mechanics notes. Which is that Captain and Affy are both down. You're both in no encumbrance, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You're both going to be down 2 FP from climate for next session.
Okay.
I'll pull a roll there. Captain's going to land a fair bit before Affy lands, but
The little baby boy is in danger. We have to go find him.
as he becomes
Also,
Batman,
Captain probably should determine who has which bullets currently.
Oh, yeah. That could have been decided on the ship.
Yeah. Yep.
I like
the bullets you have to take.
I like
I
how your
gotta
perception of me is, oh, baby boy, and everyone else is like, oh my god, what fucking metal monster is attacking us?
You are baby boy. Bola is a nice, friendly little chef.
Yep.
Kane is Wally. And Affy is just some guy.
Affy is a friendly neighborhood wizard.
Yeah, Affy is a friendly neighborhood wizard who went, you need a wizard? Here. Yeah, no, that's totally good. Are you okay if I get, like, this incredibly powerful thing for our reactor core? Because it'll work the best. Okay, cool.
Affy is definitely your Lancer.
Yep. All right, well, goodbye, Internet. We have had some tech failures today, but we know where we're starting next session.
That we do. Good night, Internet.
Good night.
Good night.
No,